Hey, yo, what it be? It's, 20 days into the new decade. Cool. You know what that means. I'm gonna be doing an original video where I look at this shitty list made by Funimation. Cool. Yeah, but you see, I'm gonna differ a little bit in this list. You see, I'm gonna state the anime I feel deserves the title most, and then I'm also going to state the anime I believe least deserves the title. Because, well, you see, there's a lot of normies out there, and I wish to stir up some fun amongst the fools with Chica profile pictures or Aaron wallpapers. Who knows, I might even trigger a Kaneki avatar or two, but that's not very hard to do now, is it? Let's roll into this shit. I feel the best thing to do to start this video is to address the elephant in the room first. So let's just get this show on the road. Best animation of the decade. The winner for this title was Demon Slayer.
Wow, big surprise.
Now, I've watched this show a bit, and to be fair, I really don't like it. The animation is stunning. It's from the people that brought us Fate. Can you really expect anything less when it comes to this art style? My problem, and I think everyone else's, is the fact that this won Animation of the Decade. What the fuck? In a world where Sangatsu no Lion, Violet Evergarden, Kyoka, anything involving Makoto Shinkai exists, this generic shonen wins? It's obvious it's because the vote was conducted at the time that the series was airing, but Jesus Christ, guys, have some self-fucking respect. Personally, I honestly think that either Place Further Than the Universe or Violet Evergarden should have grabbed this one. I know, that's a hot take and a half, but I feel that one of those two shows deserve it a hell of a lot more than Demon Slayer. So for the anime I think least deserves this title, Tokyo Ghoul, without a doubt. Worst fucking anime I've ever seen. Worst animation in any show I've ever seen. Awful. Like, look at this. Slideshows. Fucking Microsoft Paint slideshows made by a 5-year-old. This is absolutely garbage. Now that that's been addressed, we can move on. I can breathe again. Alright, anyways, let's go. Favorite shonen series of the decade. My Hero Academia.
Wow, I'm so shocked.
Let's be real, My Hero Academia is, not really deserving of this title. Best shonen of the decade? No. Hell fucking no. My Hero Academia is generic and tasteless at best. Now, don't get me wrong. Studio Bones' animation is outstanding. They have an eye for details and continuity. No one can take that away from them. The music gets you pumped up and, like, gets you into the mood for all the fights and shit. Like, it does a lot of things good regardless of that fact. But, like, for a shonen, and shonens tend to be bland and unoriginal, it's alright at best. I mean, it's kind of like Naruto, but without all, like, the cool stuff. I could go on for hours about how I despise the series, how, like, I feel it had potential with its plot hook, but I don't want this video to turn into a fucking movie, so I'm just gonna keep on going. My Hero Academia won Best Shonen because it's popular. Blah blah blah. Did it deserve it? No, it didn't. What did deserve it then? Well, Hunter x Hunter. Hands down. I don't have to explain myself when I say that. It deserved it way more than My Hero Academia. Again, this was just because at the time that the vote was conducted, My Hero Academia was huge, and it still is. This is shameless. Shameless! Now, what anime least deserved this? You know, I wish I could say Fairy Tail, but technically that aired in 2009, so let's hit him up with a solid, new, fresh off the press, pristine, and Boruto. Fuck Boruto. This is without a doubt the worst goddamn shonen I've ever laid my eyes on. Studio Pierrot, the studio known for these pieces of shit, whips out this series and expects everyone to just blindly go along with it. And people do. People fucking do. I mean, not everyone, but some people do, and that's just a pain in the ass. It's all filler. It's all trash. No thought went into this. It's just a money grab. It's a scheme. It's a piece of shit. Shoujo series of the decade. Now, my dudes, shoujo is my shit. I've spent so much of my life crying over shoujo romance anime that, like, it's not even funny. Fruits Basket won it. I haven't watched this. You know, I'm actually starting to believe that this list is just best anime of 2019. Like, this is pathetic. All these are just from 2019. I don't feel like I can fairly assess this part of the list just because, like, I haven't seen this show. I can't determine whether or not it deserved it, but from what I've seen of the show, like on Mal and whatnot, it seems really deserving, to be completely fair, but again, I haven't seen it, so I guess I'll just leave that here. Now, what anime deserved this title least? Probably Orange. Now, listen, I really liked Orange. It made me fuzzy and sob and shit, but, like, it's just not good. Like, Orange is a plot hole and a half, and its conclusive film, Orange Mirai, just really made it all worse. Oh, God. Favorite sports series of the decade? Haikyuu. Nice. Alright, yeah, I kind of agree with this one. I saw it coming, too. I don't think anyone saw any other series winning. I mean, I'm kind of shocked it won over the behemoth that Yuri on Ice is, though, but actually, come to think of it, Megalobox is a sports anime, too. That issue was pretty neat. I don't know, dude. I'm content with seeing Haikyuu up there. Maybe Megalobox could have snagged that title instead? I don't know. What deserved it least? Free? Come on, let's keep going. Ah! Favorite sci-fi slash fantasy series of the day. Hold on. Did you just put fantasy and science fiction in the same category?
Funimation, you are all clueless, psychopathic, normie dumbasses, and it physically hurts my being.
Star Wars is science fiction. Game of Thrones is fantasy. In what world are these two fucking the same thing? Alright, whatever. The winner was Steins Gate. Yeah, everyone knows that Steins Gate is a masterpiece, alright? Everyone gave it a 10 out of 10 on my anime list, alright? We all know it's really good. Fuck it. Let's split this up into two categories. The best fantasy anime of the decade, in my humble opinion, was Hoseki no Kuni. This was a fucking masterpiece. And knowing where the manga is at this point in time that I'm filming this, the next season will be just as good, if that ever comes out. Worst fantasy anime of the decade? Well, I guess either Berserk's anime or Blue Exorcist. Hot take, this shit had so much potential to be neat, but ended up being just a steaming pile of filler and edge. Damn, that's a new one. Best sci-fi anime of the decade is Steins Gate. Yeah, alright, we all know that one. And the worst sci-fi anime of the decade? Damn, this one's hard. Just kidding. Noah 0. Fuck this show. Fuck the characters. Hey, fuck you too. Only redeeming quality of this show was Slain, and he even got ruined by the writers. Plot holes, personality-less, forgettable characters. Like, look at this Kirito fucker. And the shittiest waste of time I've ever sat through. Garbage. Actual garbage. Alright, let's move on before I'm losing my shit, dude. Favorite isekai of the decade? Just shoot me. All isekai are the same boring show, and Konosuba was like one of the only exceptions. Let's just get that out of the way. Of course this one would win, and I really don't care that it did. Konosuba was fun. It was kind of like the anti-isekai, but like, it really was a fresh breath of air amongst all these boring, stupid shows like, in another world, but with my smartphone. In another world, but summoning a demon lord. In another world, but it's a fucking romance in a video game. In another world, but it's with average abilities. Give me a fucking break. Konosuba, actually come to think of it, like, really wasn't that well-deserving, because, like, ReZero and No Game No Life are also isekai series, so I honestly think No Game No Life should have popped off here. And that's probably the most normie thing you're gonna hear from me today. Now, here we go. Worst isekai? Fuck, I wish I could just list all the isekai I think suck, but that would take way too long. Probably everyone on the face of Earth would say SAO for memes, but to be fair, I think there's a lot of isekai out there that are worse than SAO. Actually I can't really think of any. Yeah, SAO sucks a lot. The best romance series of the decade. Your Lie in April. Wow, shocker. Now this anime was amazing, okay? It was a fucking great show. But as the best romance, I can't really feel that. I honestly can't. Now, it says series up there, so like things like I Want to Eat Your Pancreas or Forest of Fireflies Lights, it can't really be applied here, sadly. For best romance series, honest to God, I think Blue Spring Ride was really good. And that's an unpopular opinion, but I think that deserved this title more than Your Lie in April. Don't get me wrong, I love both of them. I love most romance anime, but like, that's my own personal little feeling. Worst romance anime? Darling in the Franxx, whatever the fuck it's pronounced. The romance in that anime was shit. Everything was so forced and just poorly done. Like, the only redeeming quality of that entire anime was Trigger's animation, let's be real. Like, you ever sit in class or something, or work or whatever, and someone does something that just makes you feel embarrassed for yourself? Like, you feel embarrassed for them? Like, you just cringe and shrivel up? Like, oh, that's how I felt watching this shit. Every single episode just made me cringe and shiver and hide. And to stack on top of that, you weird fuckers who sent death threats to Ichigo's voice actress really turned this mediocre show into just straight up garbage for me. Eat my ass, you favorite companion of the decade. What the hell is this? Obviously, Happy would win. He's the only popular companion character. In the runner-ups, they couldn't even name any other fucking companion characters. Chopper from One Piece, he's literally a part of their crew. Pikachu? I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't Pikachu from an anime series that started in the fucking 90s? You actual Neanderthals? Best companion creature of the decade? Fuck me and call me Johnny. Let's just put Afro God up there for God's sake. Worst companion creature of the decade? I don't know. There are none. I mean, I guess this gross fucker, Hawk from 7-star rating sins. I don't know. I'm actually fuming right now. What the fuck is this category? Kill la Kill. Sorry. Best original series of the decade. Kill la Kill? Alright, that's nice. I honestly think Monoka Magica should have won this. It kind of completely revolutionized and changed an entire genre. So, I mean, hey. And then worst original series of the decade? I mean, we'll be here all day. Let's just move on. Okay, let's just move on. Best anime film of the decade. Kimi no Na wa won. Wow. Shocker.
Wow, crazy!
It's amazing. We all know this. I honestly think Kimi no Na wa deserved it. Koi no Katachi maybe did too. Actually, come to think of it, Colorful was fucking something else. There's no way it could have won over Kimi no Na wa, but that's just a thought. Like, if you haven't seen Colorful, I highly suggest it. It was a pretty damn good film. I don't think it's the best one, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Kimi no Na wa. Who cares? Worst film? Man, I don't think it'd be fair to look at films based off of series, because, like, there's a lot of shitty films based off of series, but I think it's safe to say that if we're looking to standalone movies, when Marnie was there, ironically, it wasn't all there. I just didn't like this film. It had no direction. It had potential, too. Oh, shit. Here we go again. It wasn't... I didn't like it. I guess that's it. A well-rounded list of 70% bullshit and 30% acceptable normie shit. I think it's widely acclaimed that this should be renamed to, like, the most generic anime of 2019 list, because that's what half of this is. Funimation, get your head out of your asses, please. Just think. Think a little bit. God damn it. Oh, and would you look at that, man. The Crunchyroll Anime Awards are coming soon as well. Very nice. Very interesting. I'm excited to tear into that as well. So I guess this is where we say farewell. Such a shame. I guess I'll go back to rewatching Evangelion or analyzing the newest Land of the Lustrous chapter, because damn near everything else in this forlorn medium is giving me a bad taste in my mouth. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Now leave. I love you. Bye.